Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup, and at first I was calling this like my mom makeup because it is the makeup I wear throughout the week when I'm being a mom, even though I'm a mom all the time. But I don't want people to think that they can't do this or like look at my channel if they're not a mom. I've had a few emails where people have said, hey, I'm not a mom but I have some questions, and I'm like, no, you don't have to be a mom. I just don't want people to think that they have to be a mom to do these things because that's silly. This is more of my just everyday makeup. It's super simple. It's not complicated. The goal here is just to look as natural as possible and to get it done as quickly as possible. So those are the two main goals we're trying to accomplish with this look. So I have already cleansed my face and moisturized it. I don't put on any primer when I do this look because I don't have time for that. But I'm just going to put on some more moisturizer because I was taking a little bit too much time getting prepped up for this and my face is kind of dried. And this is just my skin. I wouldn't like suggest putting on extra moisturizer. My skin is just so dry, especially in Utah. It's so dry. So I'm just putting like a little bit more on. You can put primer on if you so wish, but I don't. So the first thing I'm going to do is my tinted moisturizer. And I'm going to use my NARS because that's all I have at the moment. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender, which I did not wash. Sorry if that's super gross. Don't have time for that either. Just kidding. Okay, I just really don't. So I know some people like to put it on their beauty blender and then blend it, but I'm just going to use my finger because I think that's easier. It works for me. You can totally put it on your beauty blender and then put it around your face. I like to put it in these dots because I feel like it's faster. I know that I've gotten all the areas I wish to get. Cover up those red dots. And you're going to start to look really awesome. The beauty blender is nice and wet. And I'm just going to take the bottom, which is nicely coated with makeup. I think you're supposed to wash these every day. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below if you're supposed to wash this every day. Anyways, haven't washed it in a couple days. Weeks. So I'm just going to now dot around my face and up into my eyes, and I'm just gonna blend that in, but I'm not swiping. And I had actually been using my beauty blender all wrong, like completely wrong, you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. I wasn't getting it wet, was not doing this. I guess this is the proper way to do it. My friend Ashley Tingy did a whole video on it, and I could link that below and you can go watch, and maybe I'll do one, but this is basically it. And then as she says, you don't swipe except like up by your hairline, so that's what I'm going to do. Next, I'm going to take my Maybelline, what is this called? Lumi brush. Lumi something. Anyways, this is super convenient, and this is where I do like a highlighting for dummies kind of a thing. I just do the simplest of highlighting of my face. I've watched highlighting videos and I've just picked little pieces that I thought would work for me. So this is what I do. If you do not wish to do this part because you think it's too complicated, I promise it is not. You can just use it as a concealer. So basically I put it under my eyes, out here, down, and then I just kind of like connect it. Looking good. But you could just do like this part if you just want to like cover up those dark circles, but it really doesn't take that much longer to like do this because it is a stick, and this is why I love it so much. And then I will go down my nose. Mostly it's just really fun to paint your face. I go above my eyelids. I saw this in a video once. I come down here. Then I'm going to take the pointy end of my beauty blender and just dab it in. I don't want to like rub, I don't want to move things around. I want like the highlighting to stay where I put it. And so you can already see like this side looks a lot brighter. If I feel like I need some more down here, I just use whatever is left in the compartment. I don't like squeeze out more, and I just pat that in. So then if you want, you can go over with a powder just to set it. Some days I do, some days I don't, just depending if I want it to look dewy or not. But usually my brush is so full of powder that I can just go over my face with just the brush without putting it in the powder, which saves me a second or two. That way I'm not putting like too much on, but I'm still covering up the shine, unless you like the shine. Okay, from here usually I will do my eyebrows. So yes, I know you're thinking like eyebrows for everyday makeup. I just feel like eyebrows are such the thing right now that if I don't have them done, I feel like I look crazy. And so I do my eyebrows. So usually I am going to use this Anastasia Brow Wiz brow pencil, but I've actually run out of it and I didn't feel like spending the $20 again, so I got this Maybelline New York Brow Define a Brow, and I actually bought it in the wrong shade. It's just too light for my eyebrows. Otherwise, I would say I love this thing, but I'm actually going to talk about that in my January favorites. But I'm just gonna sweep this across my brows, and I'm just working in like a flicking motion. If you don't like doing your eyebrows every day, just skip this step. No big deal. Okay, so they're not perfect, but that's cool. We're not worried about it. This is our everyday. And the great thing about this brush is just kind of like takes away some of that color, and this doesn't have that. It doesn't like blend in the color. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. Okay, now for the eyes. I feel like the eyes take up like seriously so much time. So this is where you're going to save a ton of time but still feel like you look good. So I'm just going to use my Naked 2 palette because this is basically all I have. But I'm using seriously the simplest colors. So just this Foxy cream and then this, what is this called? Tease. And you can tell that these are obviously my favorite. I'm going to take the white Foxy color and I'm going to go literally all over my eye and underneath. This is just hiding any like veins that I have, any discoloration in my eyelid. It's just gonna cover it all up. And you do not need the Naked 2 palette to do this. You just, I'm sure everybody has a white creamy color and a brown, a neutral brown. And then I'm gonna take this, the darker, the neutral brown tease color. And I'm just going to, like in circular motions, run it in the corner of my eye, making just like a triangle. Or a, sorry, not a triangle. I'm gonna make a V. And this is like contouring my eye and making my eyelid pop. So I feel like my eyes are just more contoured. You can just see them. They're popping a little bit. I do like to take an angled brush with that brown color that I put in the crease of my eye, and I just like to go under. I feel like it just makes me look a little more awake. It's super simple. It's the same color I'm already using, just an extra brush. And I keep my everyday makeup in my bathroom drawer. The extra stuff I keep in a makeup bag down below, but the everyday makeup is just already in there, so that helps it go a lot faster. I'm not having to like search these things out. They're just already sitting in there. Oh my gosh, you guys, I completely forgot to do the bronzer. That is hilarious. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. bronzer that I've talked about before in my favorites, drugstore favorites. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use a little brush. And this is where I do like contouring for dummies. It's just like the easiest. And I've done this for a while, so it probably seems it's easier to me, but you just find like your cheekbone and you just go right under it. And I just do little swirling motions. Don't go crazy with your bronzer. You don't want to look like you overdid it. And then I just go under, just creating a C shape. You don't have to do this part, it's just what I do. It probably, to you, is probably like taking up more time. The thing is, you're not spending a ton of time doing it, so it's not, you know, if you were to truly highlight and contour your face, it would take you a lot longer. So then I'm just going to take my mascara, and I'm literally just going to do my top lashes and not going to worry about my bottom. Focus on the inside and then just go up. I'm not going to take a ton of time doing this. I just want there to be something, but I don't want to worry about taking the time to make it perfect, you know? My favorite lipstick to use is like a neutral is this Angel from MAC. It's not going to focus. It's Angel Frost. So it's just sheer. I don't have to worry about it when I'm eating. It just comes right off. I don't have to like physically take it off. And I left it in the car and it melted. So I have to use this little brush to put it on. Otherwise, it's just a regular lipstick and you can just put it on normally. Just like that, it gives a little bit of shimmer. You can put a lip gloss on, anything you want. This is just, it just happens to be my favorite. Even though it did melt in the car, it's so sad. Okay, so this is my everyday look for being a mom, even though you do not have to be a mom to do this. This is my everyday busy look. Don't want to have a 10 on, but still feel put together. Sorry that I took such a long break. I didn't intend to take such a break, but sometimes that's life, I suppose. If you could tell me what that is from, I will send you a free lipstick. Anyways, I hope you guys like it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!